All rise. 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Christine B. Kennedy. These proceedings are being held virtually via Zoom technology while court is in session. Please place your phone on device or mute until your case is called. There will be no smoking, no eating or drinking. Please remain seated at all times and no driving. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Officer Johnson. Good morning, Madam Clerk. Good morning, everyone. I am Judge Christina Kennedy, and I will be presiding over the docket for courtroom 333 today. Good morning, Madam Court Reporter.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you today, Judge?
I'm good. Thank you. Okay, are there any matters that are ready?
Stephen Fisher matter, officer has not checked in. Attorney McCandless and I, we want to just put it on the record.
Okay, good morning, Attorney McCandless. Are you the attorney for Stephen Fisher?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
So Judge, the officer hasn't checked in. We're moving for dismissal.
Okay, I'm going to call it. This is the people state of Michigan versus Stephen Nigel Fisher, ticket number X4112356. This matter, count 1, speeding in a construction zone, 6 to 10 miles over the posted speed limit. This matter is scheduled for trial today. May I have appearances for the record?
Paul Cole on behalf of the people, P31888.
Glenn McCandless, P46246 on behalf of defendant.
Thank you. Is your client present today, Attorney McCandless?
No, Judge, I'm representing him today, Your Honor. I'm here in his stead.
Okay. Do you have permission to proceed on his behalf?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay, the court will waive his presence. As I stated, this matter is scheduled for trial today. And do you want to make a motion, Attorney?
Yes, Your Honor, move to dismiss.
And the people are not ready to proceed, so there's no objection.
Okay, thank you. The court notes this matter again is scheduled for trial today at 8:35, I believe. The court also notes that the complaining witness, Officer John Layton, is not present in court. It is now 9:44 a.m. The officer is not present, nor has the officer checked in with the court clerk to let her know of its whereabouts. Based on the officer's failure to appear, the people are not ready to proceed, and this matter is dismissed without further.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a happy holiday. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Happy holidays to you as well, Attorney Cole. Is this the only matter you have in the courtroom today?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. That concludes the matter. Attorney Cole, are you done, or did you have something else?
I was going to check with Attorney Jansen because she usually kind of lets me know, but at this point I was going to go to Millhouses, but I can be back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
This is the one where, this one? Yeah. Where she was looking at client, and I asked her to Zoom meeting, and I ended up asking, I ended up putting it on.
Okay. So what happened? That she missed?
He
Good morning, Attorney Faraj.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You. Is your client in the gallery? Is he in a breakout room?
Your Honor, I was under the impression that the purpose of today was to be able to speak with you to figure out the process of how to schedule a hearing. So when I called the courtroom yesterday, they said that my client wasn't required to show up today.
Well, he's on the docket today, so.
Yeah, the reason for him being on the docket today was to go ahead and to request another hearing. As Your Honor can tell, that there's multiple different tickets that my client has that we've recently gone over to take care of. And when I personally went to 36th District to post the bond, what the court told me was that it was going to be reflected in the ROA. And the ROA for these tickets has been very convoluted, and they changed the judge too many times. And every time I would go check, I never saw a hearing that was scheduled, and my client never received a hearing. So when we saw that the tickets were back in Warren Stannis, that was a surprise to me because we were taking on the
Okay, let me stop you. Stop you. I'm gonna call the case. Can you get your client here? Because he is actually on the docket today. Can you get him to come in?
I'm trying to do, Your Honor. That's what I'm trying to do, Your Honor.
Okay, so when you get him,
I'll come back on.
yeah, let me know, but he's on the docket. I have an offer. The offer was emailed to you, so. I mean, if you want to proceed today, we can, and I was under the impression that you tried to appear yesterday and were told that he would be on the docket today. So.
I understand, and was for the purposes of requesting another hearing. That's what I was under the impression of, or I would have told Mr.
If he's on the docket, he has to be here, Attorney Faraj, unless it's a civil infraction, he can waive his appearance, but I have him, on the docket as an arraignment on, he's in warrant status actually, so he needs to be here if we want to proceed. And I do have like an offer,
Yes.
it looks like it was emailed to you, so if you want to proceed, then we can proceed, but I'm not gonna proceed without him being.
Okay, Your Honor, I'll get back to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Morning, Your Honor.
Oh, Ms. Jansen, I'll have Your Honor, make you co-host.
Oh, good morning, Attorney Jansen. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. I heard more people checked in, so I'm just here to monitor things.
Okay, so far, I think my house counsel is in with everyone, so I'm not sure. Maybe you can, let me see.
You know what? It looks like everyone was here the last time I was here, so I think we're good.
Okay. Attorney Jen,
Yes,
can you chat me your number? I had it on
yes.
one of the 100 sticky notes and it disappeared, so.
Are you,
Oh, wait, you know what? I got it. I found it.
okay, thank you.
Look at that. All right, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Oh,
Good morning. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, no. Good morning. We were here and your honor's here. She'll be.
Well,
she'll be right back.
yep, I have popped back in to make you aware of the fact. And Ms. Jansen, I hope you're there and listening. Eugene Silas is a high blood alcohol level case. He also has a case for impaired on January 6, 2023. I do have that case number. Is it possible we can just put today's case over to the January date so they meet up?
Your honor said yes.
All right,
What's the
then
case?
the case number for the one in January is SP 1351636. Count one.
Eugene Silas, okay. And January 6, 8:45. So put this one that's on for today for that day, right?
Yeah, I think that's easier because he's here on an arraignment on a bench warrant anyway, so his case has sort of fallen off track anyway.
I'll do that right now. So you can,
The acting doesn't want to go on the record to do that.
do you want to go on the record for that? Your Honor?
Oh, certainly. I'll pull him out of the breakout room for that.
Okay,
I'll come right back.
all righty.
Silas. Eugene Silas.
Thought I was gonna need it.
Ooh, that princess is cute.
It does, it's standing
I'm gonna
out
leave it right
today.
there.
Okay.
Okay. Eugene Simon.
I'm sorry, because Mr. Silas is on a telephone, I don't know how to get him out of the breakout. Okay,
Is- What room is he in?
he's in room 6. I do see him. Thank you.
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Silas.
Good
Okay,
morning.
we are about to call your case.
Say again?
I said, just hold tight, I'm about to call your case. Attorney Wozniak, I also see another ticket in here for, let's see. I don't see it on the docket. It's the driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. There are 3 counts on that one. Did you have any knowledge of that one?
No, Judge, I don't. Let me see if I think I did pull up his ticket. Can I have one of those ticket numbers, Judge?
1 second, I just gave it to the clerk. She's gonna look it up to see.
Oh, okay. I had his name open on my other computer, so, okay.
Oh.
Didn't warrant, oh no. It's closed. He paid.
Okay, those are paid, so that one has been closed.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Judge. Thank you.
Um, This is people of the city of Detroit versus Eugene Lloyd Silas. case number
Yes, that's
Z
me,
eight.
Judge.
Oh. Attorney Wiseman, did you say something?
No, Mr. Silas advised you that he was present, Judge. He didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Mr. Silas. Let me call the case and then, once your attorney asks you to put your name on the record, you can speak then, okay?
Okay, Judge.
All right, I'm gonna call the case again. I'm gonna start over. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Eugene Lloyd Silas. Case number Z 808-696. Count 1, blood alcohol content of 0.17 or more. This matter is scheduled for an arraignment on a bench warrant today. May I have appearances for the record?
Judge, I'm Daniel Wazak. My bar number is P35225. I appear with Mr. Silas via Zoom technology. Will waive in-court presence for this hearing. Mr. Silas, will you please tell the judge your name?
Eugene Lloyd Silas.
Your Honor, it has come to my attention that Mr. Silas has another traffic case that is scheduled for January 6, 2023. I've advised your clerk of that ticket number. We are hoping to set today's matter over to the January 6th date so they can join up. They are both alcohol-related driving offenses, Judge.
Okay, well, first of all, with respect to the bench warrant, the court is gonna recall the warrant and set aside any capiases.
I'm sorry, Judge. We'll waive the reading and stand mute. I know you told me that right at the beginning.
No problem, no problem. The court is going to enter a not guilty plea on this matter. And what is the date that you said the other matter is scheduled for, Attorney Wazak?
January 6, 2023 at 8:30. Oh, wait, it might be 1:30. Can I ask your clerk to check?
8:45.
8:45.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so due to the fact that Mr. Silas has another similar matter, the court is going to adjourn today's matter to January 6th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. Mr. Silas, you appear on that day, which is January 6th, 2023, by logging into the Zoom session for courtroom 333 at 8:45 a.m. The court will handle both of your matters on January 6th, 2023.
Yes,
You have any
ma'am.
questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll see you back here January 6th, 2023 for this case as well as the other case, okay?
Okay, Judge, I'm sorry, I can't, I misspoke. What, y'all said I had, something about a abandoned vehicle? Or something, or no, insurance or plate or something?
Oh, no, when I opened your file, there was another ticket in here, but it was from 2020. It was a driving unregistered vehicle, expired driver's license, and no plate license. I didn't call that matter though, because my clerk indicated that you've already paid the tickets on that
Oh, okay, okay,
one, okay?
yeah,
So I didn't even call it. It's been handled already,
all right,
okay?
thank you. Okay,
No problem.
thanks.
Okay, so we'll see you back here on January 6th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Your not guilty plea will be continued until then.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, you as well. Happy holiday.
Thank you, same to you.
Now, Judge, I have a number of other matters that are ready to go on the record. If you'd like me to bring them out of the breakout room one at a time, I could try and give them directions to do that.
You can do it, yes, you can bring them out no more than 5 at a time, but yeah, you can bring them out as you wish.
All right, I'll go in and do that, Judge.
Okay.
Siobhan Sanders is present, Judge, and she's going to accept a plea offer. Siobhan Sanders.
Okay, I'm just gonna get the file and.
Oh. Okay. What's her name now?
Siobhan.
I don't have that person. Let me see. Oh, sorry.
We're just waiting on the file. As soon as I get it, I'm gonna call Kate.
I don't know. I'm trying to pull everyone.
Attorney Wilder, we're gonna have to pass on that one second. Do you have another one, that you can call or bring out?
Yes, I'll go get Constance Span.
Okay.
I don't have time for her, so I wonder why he.
Miss Constance Span is present now, Judge.
Thank you.
Yeah. It was dismissed, it was dismissed. Count two, no. Hasn't been. And count three. No.
People of the city of Detroit versus Constance and Span, I'm sorry, Constance, Ruth and Span. And ticket numbers SP 1218849, count 1. Unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2. No insurance misdemeanor, count 3. Driving suspended license. Also calling ticket number SP 1269454, count 1. Driving on a suspended license, and count 2. Unregistered untitled vehicle, and count 3. No insurance misdemeanor. These matters are scheduled for arraignment on bench warrant today. May I have appearances for the record?
Daniel Wozak on behalf of the defendant. Ms. Span, will you open your microphone and tell the judge your name, please?
Constance Span.
Your Honor, in as much as this is an arraignment on the bench warrant, we'll ask that the warrant be recalled. We'll waive reading of the charges and stand mute.
Okay, thank you. The warrant on these matters will be recalled. And the court will enter a not guilty plea. How do you wish to proceed on these matters today? Or how
Your
does
Honor,
your
my
client-
client is willing to accept an offer from the city on ticket 849, counts 1 and 2, and ticket 454, count 2. Those 3 charges would be amended to improper plates. The other 3 charges would be dismissed.
Okay. Okay, I did hear the plea offer. Thank you, counsel. I usually have them in front of me though, and does not look like I have it. Let me just check my email. And that's just for reference when I'm writing it out on the ticket.
Oh, I can put it right now, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Span, do you, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Lower your hand. Okay, Ms. Span, did you have an opportunity to speak to an attorney today? Attorney Wozak, who's present, in private about your case and about your accompanying rights?
Yes.
And do you understand that you have a right to a trial by judge or jury on the matters that are before the court?
Yes.
Did you hear the plea offer that Attorney Wozak placed on the record?
Yes.
Do you understand the plea offer?
Yes.
And it's my understanding that you want to take advantage of the plea offer and enter into a guilty plea today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, do you understand that by entering into a guilty plea, you will be waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury, do you still wish to enter into a guilty plea today?
Yes.
Is anyone threatening you, promising you anything, or in any way trying to force you to to waive your right to a trial and enter into this guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Okay. So she would in effect be pleading to 3 different counts, correct? Counsel?
Yes, yes, Judge, they would all be amended with the court's permission to the same violation.
Okay. Ms. Span, I want to direct your attention to the date of June 24th, 2021 at approximately 10:50 in the morning in the area of Gratiot and 7 Mile in the city of Detroit. On that date and time and in the area indicated, were you driving a Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes.
And were you driving that vehicle while it was unregistered or untitled?
Yes.
Are you satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Judge, I am. Thank you.
Okay, the court is also satisfied and will accept a guilty plea to the amended charge of improper plate on this matter. Ms. Span, were you also driving that vehicle, that Chevrolet vehicle on June 24th, 2021 at approximately 10:50 a.m. in the area of Gratiot and 7 Mile in the city of Detroit with no insurance,
Yes.
no automobile insurance?
Yes.
Are you satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Judge, thank you again.
Court is also satisfied and will accept the plea to the amended charge of improper plates on this count. Ms. Span, I want to also direct your attention to the date of October 27th, 2021 at approximately 4:30 p.m. in the area of 7 Mile Road and Gratiot Avenue in the city of Detroit. On that date and time and in the area indicated, were you driving a Chevrolet vehicle?
Yes.
And were you driving that vehicle while it was unregistered or untitled?
Yes.
Is the defense satisfied?
Thank you, Judge. Yes, I am.
Court is also satisfied and will accept the guilty plea to the amended charge of improper place on this count as well. Ms. Span, you were previously before my court.
Mm-hmm.
Previously before the court on November 8th, and you took a guilty plea at that time. And the court assessed you fines that were due by December 1st, 2022, which was earlier this month. And I don't see it, the record shows that you have not paid that fine. So I guess the reason I say that is, are you able to pay the fines? What's going on?
I'm having a bit of a financial hardship right now. And I'm a single mother and I'm trying the best I can. So I just needed a little more time to get it paid.
Now it's saying close. Is this the same? One second, I'm sorry. No. I'm trying to make.
Two cases.
Okay, Ms. Span, the two that you pled to back on the first were civil infractions, And those civil infractions are normally, by law, the payment is due within 14 days. I think I gave you, I'm sorry, the 8th, you were here on the 8th. I gave you a little bit more time, more than 14 days. The tickets have not gone into default yet, but they will soon go into default soon. Do you know when you will be able to pay on those tickets?
I would say by the end of this month, I'll be able to place a payment on it for sure. Like soon as like right before.
We might have a prisoner coming to attention from Judge Force.
So
There was a third floor.
childcare.
The officer didn't have handcuffs. And,
Sorry, somehow I got muted somehow. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, no, what
I'm
I
just
asked
standing by
was,
because I think
would
he's
you
about
like
to go
to,
down.
do you have childcare? And I asked that because I wanted to know, do you want to do community service in lieu of paying these fines?
I could just pay it because I don't, it's really hard for me right now with me working, being able, like trying to find someone to keep him while I am working. It's a struggle. It is, but I'll definitely be able to place a payment before the end of this month or before the new year even comes.
Okay, the problem is, and I didn't call this case, but problem is you already owe $210 and then you just pled guilty to three charges. I don't want to put you in a situation where, you know, worse off situation. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, the court is gonna assess you a fine of $190 on each count that you pled to today. So that would be on SP 1218849 count 1. The court is assessing a fine of $190. On count 2 of the same ticket, the court is assessing a fine of $190. And on SP 1269454 count 2, the court is assessing a fine of $190. That's a total of $570 that you are being assessed today. The court will give you 6 months to pay that fine. I don't give that long of a time period, so that will take us to June 21st, 2023.
Okay.
Okay, so that's $570 to be paid by June 21st, 2023. I'm sorry, Attorney Wise, I forgot to ask you, do you stipulate to probable cause on the other matters?
Yeah, I do stipulate, Judge. Thank you.
The court is going to dismiss the remaining charges on the tickets that I called today in accordance with the plea agreement. So Ms. Spam, you need to pay this 210 on the previous tickets that you pled to. I've given you 6 months to pay that $570. You can pay that by coming down to 36th District Court and paying in person at the cashier's office on the first floor. You can pay at the DivDat kiosks that are located throughout the community. I know there's one at the Northwest Activity Center on the west side, right? I know there's one at the City County Building, also known as the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, on Woodward and Jefferson downtown. I'm told that the DivDat kiosks are also placed, you know, randomly, sporadically in different CVS locations throughout the city. You can also download the DivDat app and pay that way. You can pay over the telephone as well. And you can go on 36th District Court's website and pay online. So you have several ways to pay. You can pay in increments, but you just need to make sure that this fine is paid by June 21st, 2023. Okay, that's a total of $570.
Okay,
Okay, do you have any questions?
no question.
If I would suggest that you pay the other matter, sooner than later, because it was payable by December 1st, and it will go into default status soon. If it stays in default status too long, the court will likely begin collection proceedings. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. That's a yes.
Yes.
A reporter can't take down. Doesn't make a clear record. So, is there anything further from you, counsel?
No, Judge, thank you for taking care of this.
Thank you. And if there's nothing further, that concludes this matter.
Okay.
Ms. Bain, you have a good day.
You too.
Okay, I'm gonna remove you from the courtroom now.
I hopefully they found Siobhan Sanders' file, Judge, because she's present in the courtroom.
She's present. Okay, let's see. Ms. Sanders, you can turn on your camera.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Okay. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Siobhan Camille Sanders. Case number SP 1085875, count 1, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle, and count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. These matters are scheduled for arraignment on bench warrant today. May I have appearance for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Ms. Sanders, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Siobhan Sanders.
Your Honor, with respect to the warrant, we'd ask that it be recalled. We'll waive formal reading and stand mute to the charges.
Thank you. The warrants on these matters are recalled, and with respect to the charges, the court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, Ms. Sanders. How would you like to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, Ms. Sanders would enter a plea to the amended charge of improper plates on count 1, and the city would agree to dismiss count 2.
Okay, Ms. Sanders, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Ms. Sanders, did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Wozak today in private regarding your case and your accompanying right?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to a trial by judge or jury on the matters that are before the court?
Yes.
And did you hear the plea offer that Attorney Wozak just recited on the record?
Yes.
It's my understanding that you want to take advantage of the plea offer and plead guilty today. Is that correct?
Correct.
Do you understand that by entering into a guilty plea today, you would be waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury?
Yes.
Knowing and understanding that you are waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury, do you wish to continue and enter into a guilty plea?
Yes.
Is anyone threatening you, promising you anything, or anything besides the plea offer placed on the record, or any other way trying to force you to get you to waive your rights to a trial by judge or jury today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty knowingly and voluntarily?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to direct your attention to the date of May 22nd, 2020 at approximately 3:51 p.m. in the area of Gratiot Avenue and Concord in the city of Detroit. On that date and time and in the area indicated, were you driving a Buick vehicle?
Correct.
And were you driving that vehicle while it was not properly registered or not
Yes.
properly titled?
Yes.
Are you satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Judge, I am. Thank you.
The court is also satisfied. The court is going to accept the guilty plea to the amended charge of improper plates on count 1. Counsel, do you stipulate to probable cause?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. The court is dismissing count 2 in accordance with the plea agreement. Ms. Sanders, the court is going to assess you a fine of $200 on the charge of improper plates. How long do you need to pay that?
Next year, because I won't be able to do it this year.
Okay, when I said, how long do you need? January?
Yeah, I would say January, in the middle of that.
Okay, I'll give you until January 27th.
Okay.
2020. Okay. So,
Okay.
Your fine on this matter is $200. It's to be paid by January 27th, 2023. You can pay the fine by coming down to the courthouse and paying in person at the cashier's office on the first floor of 36th District Court. You can pay by going to the different DivDat kiosks located throughout the community. I know there's one at the Northwest Activity Center on the west side of Detroit. I know there's one at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, also known as the City County Building on Woodward and Jefferson. I'm told that the DivDat kiosks are also located at different CVS's in the city. Uh-oh, did I lose her? It looks like she dropped off.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, well, I have already assessed her fine. Hopefully she logs back on. She does have to pay, she has the fine amount and she also has the payable by date. Hopefully she'll log back on. So we will pass on this matter for a moment just to see if she logs back in.
Then, Judge, if you don't mind, I have a dismissal waiting. I'll bring him into the courtroom, please.
All right, what's his name?
Nawan Everett.
Okay, wait a minute, she's back. Miss Sanders?
Okay, I'm back. Something happened.
That's okay. I was almost at the end of my little soliloquy anyway. So I was just saying that you can pay the fine. I think I told you in person at 36th District Court at the DivDat kiosk. You can also download the DivDat app and pay that way. You can call 36th District Court and pay over the phone. And you can pay at 36th District Court's website. If you don't have anything further, if you don't have any other questions, then this matter will be concluded. But just remember to pay that $200 fine by January 27th, 2023.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Attorney, did you hear the name? Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. Okay. No officer.
Attorney.
The one right. All right. From early.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Everett.
Good morning.
Counsel, I have this as a pre-trial conference.
Yes, it is. And he sent proper documentation via email to Ms. Jansen. And she sent a separate email after she
Okay,
received
you know
those
what? When
documents.
you said dismissal, did you say no officer or did I say that? I don't know where that came from. Okay, let me call the case. This is ticket number P1298963. The people of the city of Detroit versus Nawan Devon Everett. Count 1, expired plates, and count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. These matters are scheduled for pretrial conference today. May I please have appearances for the record?
I'm Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Mr. Everett, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Nawan Everett.
Your Honor, Mr. Everett presented valid documentation to Assistant Corporation Counsel. She is willing to dismiss these tickets at this time. I have no objection.
Thank you. The court notes that it is in receipt of communication from Assistant Corporation Counsel Crystal Jansen, whereby she requests that the court dismisses matters scheduled today based on renewed registration on the new vehicle in his name. Based on the prosecutor's request, the court is dismissing these matters without prejudice. Mr. Everett, you are free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.
That concludes this matter.
Thank you, Judge. If I can, Cherie Street is going to request a bench trial date, and I'll bring her in right now.
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, it's Charvet Street is her name, Charvet.
I see you. Person named Sam. Are you Samuel Sutton?
Yes, Your Honor, that's him.
Okay, thank you. I'll call his matter next.
Thank you.
I'm gonna, after Ms. Street.
Oh,
Hello?
Good morning, Ms. Street.
Hey, good morning.
This is ticket number P1358676. The people of the city of Detroit versus Charvet Nicole Street. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. And count 3, improper lane usage. These matters are scheduled for pretrial today. May I have appearances for the record?
yes, Judge, I'm Daniel Wozak on behalf of the defendant. Ms. Street, will you tell the judge your name for the record?
Charvet Street.
Thank you, ma'am. Judge, my discussions with Ms. Street indicate that this is a matter where I believe Corporation Counsel is going to want to speak to the officer. So we are asking that this matter be set for a bench trial. She will waive jury.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Street, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Ms. Street, did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Wozak today in private about your case and your accompanying right?
Yes.
And do you understand that you have a right to a trial by judge or jury on the matters before the court?
Yes.
Your attorney has indicated that you wish to continue your not guilty plea and set this matter for bench trial. Is that correct?
Yes.
Understand that a bench trial is a trial where the judge is the decider of fact and not a jury.
Right.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And do you understand that in order to have a bench trial, you will be waiving your right to a jury trial?
Yes.
Is that the way you wish to proceed?
Yes.
And is anyone threatening you, promising you anything, or any other way trying to force you to waive your right to a jury trial?
No.
Okay, this matter will be scheduled for bench trial on February 17th, 2023 at 8:30 in the morning. Ms. Street, you will appear in court the same way you did today by logging into the Zoom session for courtroom 333.
Okay.
Okay, your not guilty plea will be continued until that time. And again, that's February 17th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. You have it?
Yes. What do I need anything?
If you have documentation or, anything that you need to defend the charges, you make sure you have them on that day, and then you can give them to the attorney who's assigned to represent you on that day.
Okay. Even if I don't have the vehicle, like even if it's not in my possession anymore?
If I may interject, Judge, Ms. Street, we did discuss this. You won't need any of those documents. You don't own the vehicle any longer. We're more interested in having the officer explain what happened that day.
Okay.
Thank you.
What if
Thank
what
you,
if he
Judge.
don't show up? What if he don't show up?
If the officer is not present after receiving a valid subpoena, the defense will make a motion to dismiss.
All right.
Any other questions, Ms. Street?
No, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, we'll see you. Thank you, Attorney Wyzak, and thank you, Ms. Street. We will see you back here on February 17th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, see you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That concludes this matter.
Judge, it appears that Janelle Smith is in the courtroom, and I do have a plea offer she'd like to accept, so we could do Janelle Smith.
Okay, Janelle Smith will be after after Attorney Faraj's client. I told him I would call him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Judge. I would take second chair to that anytime.
Okay, no problem. This is the people of the city of Detroit versus Samuel Mashawn Sutton. Case numbers SP 4529861. Count 1, driver's license expired. Also calling case number SP 7599311. Count 1, failure to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Also calling case number SP 599312, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Also calling case number SP 4529851, count 1, improper place. Also calling case number SP 4529852, count 1, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Also calling case number SP 4529853, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Also calling case number SP 10064391, count 1, drove while license not valid or improper license. These matters are scheduled for arraignment today. May I have appearances for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Sahar Faraj on behalf of Mr. Sutton, who appears via Zoom. Mr. Sutton, can you please state your name for the record?
Samuel Sutton.
Okay, good morning. As I stated, these Matters are scheduled for arraignment. Attorney Karaj, do you waive formal reading?
Yes, Your Honor, we waive a formal reading of the charges and ask that the court enters a plea of not guilty on behalf of Mr. Sutton.
Okay, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of your client. How do you wish to proceed today?
Your Honor, as I had a chance to speak with the APA, Ms. Jansen, and Mr. Sutton is wanting to proceed today by accepting the plea offer that she proposed to the tickets SP 4529861 reduced to a failure to display, and SP 452985 count 2 and 3 amended to improper plates, which would dispose the rest of the tickets at hand.
Okay, Mr. Sutton, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Mr. Sutton, did you have an opportunity to speak to your attorney today in private regarding your case and your accompanying rights?
Yes.
And do you understand that you have a right to a trial by judge or jury on the matters that are before the court today?
Yes.
And your attorney has, did you hear the plea offer that your attorney placed on the record?
Yes.
Do you understand the plea offer?
Yes.
And your attorney has indicated that you wish to avail yourself of the plea offer and plead guilty today. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Do you understand that by entering into a guilty plea today, you will be waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury?
Yes.
Knowing and understanding that you're waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury, do you wish to continue and enter into a guilty plea today?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Is anyone threatening you, promising you anything, or in any way trying to force you to waive your right to a jury trial and enter into a guilty plea today?
No.
Okay. I would like to direct your attention to the date of September 16th, 2015 at 7:04 p.m. in the area of Myers and Wyoming in the city of Detroit. On that date and time, and in the area indicated, were you driving a 2002 Chrysler vehicle?
Yes.
And were you driving that vehicle with a driver's license that was expired?
Yes.
Okay. Is the defense satisfied?
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied. The court is going to accept a guilty plea to the amended charge of failure to display on ticket number SP 4529861. Mr. Sutton, I'd also like to direct your attention to the date of September 16th, 2015 at approximately 7:02 p.m. in the area of Myers and Wyoming in the city of Detroit. On that date and time, were you driving a 2002 Chrysler vehicle?
Yes.
And were you driving that vehicle while it was unregistered or untitled?
Yes.
And were you driving that vehicle without proper automobile insurance?
Yes.
Is the defense satisfied?
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied. The court is going to accept the guilty pleas to the two amended charges of improper plates on case number SP 4529852. So that one has been amended to improper plates. and also SP 4529-853. That has been amended to improper plates. So the court has accepted guilty pleas on a total of 3 counts.
Your Honor.
Yes.
For the order, can't hear.
Uh-oh, we're having some technical difficulties. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. She's back, Your Honor.
Madam Court Reporter?
Yes, Judge. I don't know what happened. I think I got kicked off. It was populating and you guys weren't there. I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh, what was the last thing you heard?
Well, I got most of it. It was just it was just a little bit. You called the case, you did some of it. I'm good. Because I also have jabs.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we will proceed then. Mr. Sutton just tendered guilty pleas to 3 counts. So,
Okay.
You have jabs. I will proceed if you're comfortable.
Okay, yes. Yes.
Okay. Mr. Sutton, the court is gonna assess a fine of $200 on each of the counts. So that's $200 for the failure to display, $200 for the improper plate, and $200 on the third charge, which was also amended to improper plates. That's a total of $600 that the court is assessing. How long do you need to pay that amount?
Your Honor, could he pay that amount within the next 2 months?
So that would take us to. Oh, you know what I have?
2 months.
That'd be like.
That's like February 8th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so I'll give you to February 15th. Is that good?
February 15th?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that's $600 due to 36th District Court to be paid by February 15th, 2023. Mr. Sutton, you can pay that fine in person at 36th District Court on the 1st floor at the cashier's office. You can pay on 36th District Court's website online. You can pay at the DivDat kiosks that are located throughout the community. I know there's one at the Northwest Activity Center on Myers. I know there's one at the City County Building, also known as the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center on Woodward and Jefferson downtown. They are also located in different CVS's throughout the city. You can also pay by downloading the DivDat app, and you can pay by calling into the courthouse. So there's, you have several options to pay. You just need to make sure that you pay that $600 fine by February 15th, 2023. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Anything further from you, Attorney Farage?
Your Honor, just for the record, the other tickets have been dismissed, correct?
Yes. Do you stipulate with some probable cause?
I'm so sorry, you cut off.
Do you stipulate to probable cause?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you for reminding me about that. Yes, in accordance with the plea agreement, the remaining charges are dismissed without prejudice.
Okay, and Your Honor, just Mr. Sutton did have a question that I just wanted to ask the court for clarification. The money that Mr. Sutton paid to get his tickets out of warrant status, is that money going to be applied to the fees and costs that the court just assessed?
Was that a bond?
Yes.
Yes, that will be applied.
Okay.
There are also reinstatement fees. I don't know if those have been applied or.
Yeah, his ROA is a little bit crazy, so I feel like I need to speak to a court clerk about all the costs to make sure that Mr. Sutton isn't paying more than he has to.
The cashier department is where you want to go speak to.
Cashier.
Okay, yes, you would need to speak to the cashier's department, Attorney Farage.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, but Mr. Sutton, I just want to let you know that the $600 is just the fine on the ticket. There may be other reinstatement fees that may need to be paid, but it sounds like your attorney is on it, and she'll find out from the cashier's department what those other fees are.
Thank you.
Okay,
And I promise, last question for the February 15th date, is that a date that Your Honor would like for us to appear over Zoom, or is that just a deadline to have the amount
No,
paid?
that's the deadline. No, I haven't set it for review. He just needs to pay it by that time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay?
Have a good day.
Thank you very much. That concludes this matter.
Thank you. Mr. Sutton, you
All
can
right.
leave the Zoom now.
All right. Have a great day and a great holiday.
You.
I'm going to remove you from the courtroom now, Mr. Sutton. Okay, there was a Janelle Smith, right? Attorney,
Yes, Judge, she's present.
Do I put the emphasis on the first syllable or the last syllable?
Oh, the S is silent.
Okay.
It's just Wazak, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Smith, can you please turn on your camera? I'm about to call your case.
Yes, ma'am. 1 second.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
This is case number SP 135-82991, count 1, improper plates. I'm sorry, People of the City of Detroit versus Janelle Renee Smith, count 1, improper plate. This matter is scheduled for arraignment today. May I have appearances for the record?
I'm Daniel Wazak on her behalf, Judge. Ms. Smith, will you tell the judge your name, please?
Janelle Smith.
Your Honor, at this time, we'll ask that warrant be recalled and we'll stand mute and waive the reading.
Okay, the court is going to recall any warrants, any outstanding warrants, and enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. How would you like to proceed today?
Your Honor, she's prepared to tender a plea to the charge.
Okay, is there a plea agreement?
None that I'm aware of, Judge. I was given an email that indicated plea to improper plates. I did not see her on my docket, so if that is the charge, that is what the city is recommending.
Okay, that looks like that is what I have indicated as the charge. Okay. Ms. Smith, can you please raise your right hand? Oh, sorry, my computer went out, so I'm gonna look this way. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Ms. Smith, did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Wazak today regarding your case and your accompanying rights?
Yes.
And do you understand that you have a right to a trial by judge or jury on the matter before the court?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you enter into a guilty plea today, you will be waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury?
Yes.
And your attorney has indicated that that is how you wish to proceed, wish to enter into a guilty plea today. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is anyone threatening you, promising you anything? Or
No.
in any way trying to force you to get you to enter into a guilty plea and waive your right to a trial by judge or jury?
No.
Are you pleading guilty knowingly and voluntarily?
Yeah.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yeah.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to direct your attention to the date of June 1st, 2022 at approximately 11:26 in the evening in the area of Livernois and I-94 in the city of Detroit. On that date and time and in the area indicated, were you driving a 2010 Ford vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you driving that vehicle with improper license plate?
Yeah, unfortunately, it was something with the dealership in the Secretary of State.
Okay. Are you satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Judge.
The court is also satisfied, and the court is going to accept the guilty plea to improper plates. Double check. Was that charged as a misdemeanor?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Smith, the court is gonna assess you a fine of $200 for the improper plate. How long do you need to pay that?
I would say like maybe a couple months, like 2, because I'm already paying my probation.
Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then maybe a couple of months. This is December 21st. I'll give you until February 22nd. Will you be able to pay that $200 by then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's $200 to be paid to 36th District Court by February 22nd, 2023. You can pay that fine by coming down to court, the 36th District Court, and paying in person at our cashier's office on the first floor. You can pay by going to 36th District Court's website and paying the fee online. You can also pay at the DivDat kiosks that are located throughout the community. I know that there's one at the Northwest Activity Center on Myers on the west side. I know that there's one at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, also known as the City County Building on Woodward and Jefferson downtown. The DivDat kiosks are also located at different CVS's throughout the city. So there are several ways you can pay. You can also pay by downloading the DivDat app and paying over the app. And you can call into the court and pay over the phone if you wish. I just make sure you have that $200 fine paid by February 22nd, 2020.
And you said what was the website, the app you can download? DivDat?
It's DivDat, so it's DIVDAT.
Okay. DivDat. Okay, okay.
Okay. You have any questions?
Yes,
It looks
ma'am.
like your attorney dropped off, but I don't think he needs to be present because I'm about to conclude this matter unless you have more questions.
No, ma'am.
Okay, that concludes this matter. You have a good day, okay?
You too. Yes, ma'am.
And a
Thank you.
safe holiday.
Likewise. Bye.
Okay, we have, there are people. Oh, there's a Jermaine. Okay, you know what? The attorney is speaking to the remaining defendant. Now, the court reporter, if you need a break, this would be, a time to take it. Court is gonna go in recess for 15 minutes. We'll come back at 11:30.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
I think I hit the right one.
Okay.
What that board say? No.
Thank you, Judge. I believe my last two defendants are now in the courtroom, Mr. Elmore and Mr. Spillman.
Hi, attorney, we went on a 15-minute recess.
Oh, all right, that's fine. Mr. Elmore, Mr. Spillman, mute your microphones and just hold on. The judge is going to be back shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Just be patient. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll come to you.
Yes.
Court is back in recess. I'm sorry, court is back in session. Are we ready, Madam Court Reporter?
Yes, I'm here, Judge.
Okay, cool. All right, Attorney Wyzak, how do you, let's see, I have two files up here, Elmore and Spillman.
Either one, Judge, they're ready to accept offers from the city.
Okay. I'll call Elmore first, because that's the first one that is on my file. This is ticket number P13000345. People of the City of Detroit versus Jonathan Elmore. Count 1, expired plate. Count 2, defective bumper, fender, or windshield. Count 3, failure to use seatbelt assembly system, effective 1/1/86. This is also People of the City of Detroit versus Jonathan Elmore. Ticket number P13000346. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor, and count 2, driving while license suspended. These matters are scheduled for a pretrial conference today. May I have appearances for the record?
Good morning, Judge. I'm Daniel Wozak on behalf of the defendant. Mr. Elmore, please open your microphone and tell the judge your name.
Jonathan Elmore.
Your Honor, Mr. Elmore would like to accept an offer from the city, pleading on counts 1 and 2 on the ticket ending in 345, other matters to be dismissed.
Good morning, Mr. Elmore. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good. Can you please raise your right hand for the record? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Mr. Elmore, did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Wyzak today regarding your case and your accompanying right?
Yes.
And do you understand that you have a right to a trial by judge or jury on the matters that are before the court?
Yes.
And did you hear the plea offer that your attorney placed on the record?
Yes.
It's my understanding that you wish to take advantage of the plea offer and enter into a guilty plea today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you understand that by entering into a guilty plea today, you will be waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury?
Yes.
Knowing and understanding that you'll be waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury, do you wish to continue and enter into a guilty plea today?
Yes.
Okay. Is anyone threatening you with promising you anything besides the plea offer, or forcing you to waive your right to a trial by judge or jury and enter into a guilty plea today? Okay.
No.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty knowingly and voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
Thank you. I would like to direct your attention to the date of April. I would like to direct your attention to January 14th, 2022 at approximately 2:52 p.m. in the area of Linden Street and Plainview Avenue in the city of Detroit. On the date and time and in the area indicated, were you driving a 1991 Oldsmobile?
Yes.
And were you driving that vehicle with expired license plates?
Yes.
And were you driving, oh, these are civil infractions, I'm sorry. Do you stipulate to the face of the ticket attorney Wyzak to establish
Yes,
the
Judge.
facts of the cases? Thank you. And how does your client plead to the amended charges on count 1 and 2?
Responsible, Judge.
Okay, and what are those charges being amended to? I'm sorry, I don't have the plea offer in front of me.
Yes, Judge, they are expired plates on count 1, defective brake lights, windshield on count 2.
Okay, so he pled straight up, there was no amendment.
Correct, because they're dismissing other 3.
Okay. All right, thank you. Let's me get my fine sheet. Do you stipulate the probable cause, Attorney Wabbitt?
Yes, Judge, we do.
Okay, the court is going to, first of all, accept the plea of responsible to count 1 on ticket ending in 345, which is expired plates, and also accepting a plea of responsible to count 2 on ticket ending in 345, which is defective bumper, fender, or windshield. And the court is also dismissing count 3 of ticket ending in 345. That's the failure to use seatbelt charge, Mr. Elmore. That one is being dismissed, along with the count 1, no insurance misdemeanor, and count 2, driving while license suspended on ticket ending in 346. Those 2 counts are also being dismissed. Okay?
Yes.
So the fine for expired plate, which is a civil infraction, is $145. And the fine for defective bumper, fender, or windshield is $120. So that's a total of $265 that the court is assessing fines on. And Mr. Elmore, how long do you need to pay that? Civil infractions are usually due within 14 days of assessment. That would take us to Wednesday, January 4th, 2023. Will you be able to pay the $265 fine total by January 4th, 2023?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna leave it as is. So that's $265 total to be paid by January 4th, 2023. Mr. Elmore, you can pay that fine by coming down to 36th District Court and paying in person at the cashier's office on the 1st floor. You can go to 36th District Court's website and pay the fine online. You can also pay the fine at the DivDat kiosks that are located throughout the community. I know that there's one at the Northwest Activity Center on Myers on the west side. I know that there's one at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, also known as the City County Building, on Jefferson and Woodward downtown. I've seen them at different CVS's throughout the city. And you can also download the DivDat app, that's DIVDAT, and you can pay the ticket that way. And you can also call into the court and pay that way as well. But you just need to make sure that your fine of $265, that's a total fine, is paid by January 4th, 2023.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Elmore?
No, ma'am.
Okay, anything further from defense?
No, Judge, thank you.
Okay, if there's nothing further, that concludes this matter. Mr. Elmore, you have a great day and a safe holiday.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna remove you from the courtroom now, Mr. Elmore. Okay, we have Jermaine Spillman. This is ticket number P1341691. People of the City of Detroit versus Jermaine Frazier Spillman. Count 1, driving while license suspended, and count 2, supplying false information and or ID to police officer. This matter is scheduled for pretrial conference today. May I have appearances for the record?
Daniel Wozak with the defendant. Mr. Spillman, please tell the judge your name.
Jermaine Frazier Spillman.
Your Honor, he's prepared to accept an offer. Count 2 will be amended to fail to report an accident under Motor Vehicle Code 257.621, and then count 1 would be dismissed. They're making that amendment, Judge, to avoid any imposition of points.
Okay. excuse me, Mr. Spillman, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Mr. Spillman, did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Wyzak today regarding your case and your accompanying rights?
Yes.
And do you understand that you have a right to a trial by judge or jury on the matters that are before the court today?
Yes.
And did you hear the plea offer that Attorney Wyzak placed on the record?
Yes.
Do you understand that plea offer?
Yes, I does.
It's my understanding that you want to take advantage of the plea offer and enter into a guilty plea today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you enter into a guilty plea today, you will be waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury?
Yes.
Knowing and understanding that you're waiving your right to a trial by judge or jury, do you wish to continue and plead guilty today?
Yes.
Okay, are you pleading guilty? Oh, I'm sorry, is anyone threatening you, promising you anything besides the plea offer placed on the record, or forcing you to enter into a guilty plea?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, I am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. I would like to direct your attention to, I'd like to direct your attention to the date of April 28th, 2022 at approximately 9:14 p.m. in the area of Plymouth and Greenfield in the city of Detroit. On that date and time and in the area indicated, were you were you driving a Jeep vehicle?
Yes.
And at some point, did you come into contact with a police officer?
Yes.
And did that police officer request your information or identification?
Yes.
And did you supply false information and or false ID to that police officer in response to his or her request?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Is the defense satisfied?
I am satisfied, Judge. Thank you.
The court is also satisfied. The court is going to accept a plea to the amended charge of failure to report an accident under MTL 257.621. Is that correct? Is that the correct citation?
Yeah, 257.621. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And do you stipulate the probable cause?
I stipulate, Judge.
Thank you. The court is going to dismiss count 1, which is the driving while license suspended, in accordance with the plea agreement. Mr. Spillman, the court is going to assess you a fine of $200 on the failure to report an accident. How soon can you pay that?
By the 7th.
January 7th? That's a
Yeah.
Saturday? Okay,
Yes.
so the court will give you until January 13th, 2023 to pay the fine of $200.
Okay, thank you.
One second, yes.
They won't let me put anything on your.
Okay, all right, I'm sorry. I'm going to give you until January 17th, 2023.
January. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so that's $200 to be paid by January 17th, 2023. You can pay that fine by coming down to 36th District Court and paying in person at our cashier's office on the first floor. You can pay online at 36th District Court's website. You can also pay at the DivDat kiosks that are located throughout the community. I know that there's one at the Northwest Activity Center on Myers on the west side. I know
Yes.
that there's one at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, also known as the City County Building on Woodward and Jefferson downtown. And the DivDat kiosks are also located in different CVSs throughout the city. You can also download the DivDat app and pay that way as well. And you can also call in to the court and pay over the telephone. But just make sure you have that $200 fine paid by January 17th, 2023.
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, anything further from you, Attorney Wiseman?
No, Judge, we're clear.
All right, that concludes this matter. Mr. Spillman, you have a great day and a safe holiday.
Same to you.
Okay, I'm gonna remove you from the courtroom now. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Is that it, Attorney Wiseman?
Judge, if you'll just let me run into, well, your clerk should be able to see. Do I have anybody left in breakout rooms? I don't think I do.
Myself, I don't see one single solitary soul in any breakout room. So
Oh, that's excellent.
that concludes the docket for this morning. Thank you so much, Attorney Wiseman, for your help.
Thank you,
today.
Judge. I'm glad I could help. Can I ask either the clerk or Ms. Martin, did Daryl Barton check in the other house counsel?
No.
Darn.
I